what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Female Gaze Mastery Analysis, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Timothée Chalamet. I apologize if I just butchered his name. I don't actually know how to pronounce it, but you're probably also wondering, okay, why is this photo of him on screen right now? Now listen, okay, this is photoshopped, but I just want to really make a point, okay? This is going to be the key point of this entire analysis here. We're going to mostly be taking a look at what's going on up here, okay? The hair. Hairstyle is one of the three fundamental parts of female gaze mastery. You have to find a hairstyle that really suits your face shape. And this is what Timothée looks like without hair, okay? He doesn't look that great, okay? I don't know how else to put it in a nicer way. He doesn't look optimal, okay? This is not good. You'd think if nobody knew who he was, if he was just a regular guy walking down the street, you think that girls would be like, yo, he's hot, I want his... No, they're not. They're not gonna go crazy over him as they currently do when he has hair, okay? So let's take a look at what he looks like with hair. Okay, so I'm gonna have a multitude of different examples of his hair throughout his life. Different lengths, different hairstyles, just to give you guys a good idea of what works, especially if you have his hair type. He has more of a curly, wavy hair type, okay? So if this relates to you, this is a very good video for you, so stay tuned, man. There's going to be a lot of great examples for you to take a look at, because I know from friends who have curly hair, it can be a real pain to deal with, like not knowing how to, like what hairstyle to even go with, you know, because you can feel like you're limited to just like an afro, right? I feel like Timothée is a good example to look at in terms of deciding which hairstyle you would like to go with. So we're going to start with more of a shorter hairstyle. As you can see, it's a very almost generic hairstyle. This one is just longer on top, shorter on the sides. It's not like it's a fade. And we saw a similar thing with Shawn Mendes. In one of his hairstyles, he had more length on the sides. I feel like this is something that should come back. I don't have anything against fades, but fades work very well for a more consistent male gaze type of haircut, okay? Because that's going to give you that more of an angular, sharp look, right? Female gaze is all about looking youthful, so having longer hair. So I would say experiment. Grow out the sides for a bit. If you've only been getting fades, you might even look better, okay? Okay, now here is Timothée with longer hair, okay? This is in a sense, a messy mid part. This is almost like surfer dude kind of vibes. Very laid back, very chill. A lot of girls really like this. A lot of girls actually find it very repulsive when guys obsess about their hair. Like they can't do certain things. They don't want to go swim because they're going to mess up their hair or something, you know, swim at the beach. Like a lot of girls just, you know, it goes along with the song. Girls just want to have fun, right? And your hairstyle essentially reflects your style because you specifically chose your hair to look this way, and it's going to speak volumes on who you are as a person. And your hairstyle is either going to make you more attractive or make you more unattractive. And as you can see, here's a completely different style for the curly hair. And I think this one looks great. It looks like they might have actually grabbed a hair straightener and straightened the fringe there just to help it stay back. But this is, again, like this is just a laid back hairstyle. Looks like minimal effort. This is just another example that you guys can take a look at. And here is an example of him with, again, shorter hair. So if you don't want to deal with that length of hair, I completely understand it. I've had long hair in the past. It can be a nightmare to deal with. You want something a bit more easygoing. Here's another example of a more shorter length, I'd say easier maintenance type of cut, okay? He's like roughly parted it over here. It's almost like a comb over, but with just that wave, man, the curls. It looks really good. As you can see, again, it's not a fade. So just embrace the curls, man. Curls get the girls. And here's another longer length haircut. This one just looks like he's just like throwing it back, just let it do whatever it wants. It looks really good, especially when your curls do this. You know, have a little bit just hanging forward, a bit messy. It looks really good. And in this one, we can see his hair is actually a bit straighter. It looks like it's parted down the middle a lot cleaner, a lot more like with a lot more effort. This looks really good too. Okay, so if you have curly hair, feel free to straighten it out, see what it looks like, man, because I think he rocks this one just as well as he rocks the more curly, messy mid part. We're going to move on to more of the fashion and style. I have specifically chosen this photo not to say that we should dress gray on gray like this, but I would like to highlight that layering your clothes make you look bigger, okay? Do you see how it accentuates his shoulders, okay? It gives him a much better V-taper. As I'm going to show you what his physique looks like in a bit, you're going to see how much of a difference it makes to layer your clothes. And you can see here that he's got layers on. Alright, so this is like one of the best photos I can find of his physique. As you can see, my man does not lift. He doesn't. This is the physique of a guy that has a very low body fat percentage because it gives you very angular features in your face, which is very important to have in his line of work. Obviously, as an actor, you want to be as aesthetically pleasing, right? That ties in with the female gaze as well. You don't have a high body fat percentage. You want to try to stay lean. So that's why his physique is not that impressive, is because he doesn't have a lot of muscle mass and he has to stay very lean. If this guy had an aesthetic physique as well, this guy would be like even more sought after than he already is, bro. Like, this guy ain't even maxing it yet, which is actually insane to think about. So as you can see, he is very skinny, and that layering of the clothes, as I showed you in that previous image, just makes him look so much more aesthetic, so much bigger, okay? And here's an example of a more casual outfit that you can wear on the day-to-day basis. Maybe you're going on a date, you want to dress up casually. This is a very, very, in a sense, generic, but a very good example. I personally think that for female gaze purposes, just having basic color scheme. Do you notice how you cannot see like brands? He's not a walking billboard. I see so many guys wearing like, they'll wear a shirt that has like Superman emblem on the front, like all big, or they'll have like, I don't know, Billabong like in big capital letters. Like, you're just a walking billboard. It doesn't look good. But you see this, see it looks clean, it looks sleek, it's good. This is a very good example to look at, guys. And here's something that we haven't seen very often in these analysis videos. Here's a example of Timothée wearing a suit, okay? Black on black. This doesn't suit everybody to wear black on black, but it suits someone like Timothée very well. I think it's down to the fact that it matches his hair color, okay? So if you can pull off black on black, man, you gotta own that, okay? It looks good. Just like in the Shawn Mendes episode, I mentioned denim jackets, denim on denim. It doesn't suit everyone, okay? But if it suits you, you have to play that card, man. It's a very good option to have. And just as we can see here, black on black. That might not suit Shawn Mendes very well, but it suits Timothée very well. So you have to put yourself out there and experiment. That's the only way you're going to find out what truly suits you. And I will address the elephant in the room. This guy's jaw is absolutely insane. He's got a very symmetrical face, and I didn't do that justice with those lines right there. Let me get rid of them. Let me put an arrow instead. Alright, we can see that he has a very, very symmetrical face, very good, strong, angular jawline. That does play a huge role, okay? Now, let me tell you guys a little secret tip, okay? If you want to develop this part of your jaw, it works as like your bicep, right? It works like any other muscle. That's just a muscle in the jaw. If you want to develop that and make yours pop out more, make it stronger, it's going to help give you a stronger jawline. This actually does work. A lot of people are going to say, no, it doesn't work. It does, because it's just another muscle in your body. It's not something that, it's not like it's the only muscle in your body that cannot hypertrophy, right? And that cannot grow. So if you want to grow that, you got to be eating foods like steak. You got to be chewing tough foods. Okay, I'm not saying cook your steak until it's rubber, but steak requires a lot of chewing. That's going to build your jawline. Another thing you can do is just chew gum for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes every single day. That will build up that muscle, okay? As long as you're eating in a surplus, just like if you go to the gym and you train your biceps will grow as long as you're consistent with it, consistently, progressively overloading, and you are in a caloric surplus. Your jaw will grow the same. It's this muscle here, okay? So that's a golden tidbit to keep in mind. I'm not saying you're going to end up having a jawline like Timothy, because we each have our own unique features and our own individual jaws. But in saying that, you can still grow your jawline, okay? And it's not going to grow a lot, but the trick with facial aesthetics is it's just a few millimeters in the right places, and that's going to make a huge difference, okay? A huge difference. All right, so that will wrap up this episode's female gaze analysis on Timothée Chalamet. And I apologize if I've completely butchered his name, but this was a great example to look at. If you are one of those guys with curly hair like Timothy, you got to check out his hairstyles, experiment with them, figure out which one suits you best. And with all being said, guys, thank you for tuning in. Leave a like for the algorithm. Make sure you comment and subscribe. And let me know down below in the comment section, who do you want to see an analysis made on next? And I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.